Yo, welcome back, guys. Lucidius back in the studio, whipping and cooking up another amazing video for you guys. You may have watched my last video. That was just an update. You may not have. I don't care. Today's video is by far one of the most degenerative things that I have ever done in my life. And I actually seriously, when I say don't do drugs, I really mean don't do drugs when it comes to this shit. Don't do this shit. Today's story involves inhalants. One of the dumbest things you can fucking do, getting high on brain damage, guys. Let's go destroy our brain cells. Now, me being an idiot and also someone who was bored, I was at work one day, and I was with a character that we're gonna call Meth Head Bill, because this guy is just so fucking special. Such a statistical anomaly when it comes to substances. I don't know how he's alive. Like, legitimately, I have no idea he's alive. And I say that with full confidence, alright? I've researched the pharmacology of certain substances. This guy should be dead, but he isn't. And in this particular day, I was working with him when he wasn't dead. And I say that as if he died. He's not dead, he's still alive. But anyway, I'm walking around selling my computers to these old customers who can't even see 5 feet in front of them. And I get bored, so I head out back. And I find my boy, Meth Head Bill, inhaling fucking air duster, and he's just having an amazing time. And I came in and I was a little like iffy on this, because this was really towards the end of my drug use, and I was like, you know, at first I was just laughing. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, man? Like, this guy's in the back tech room inhaling fucking air duster. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Managers literally, like, walk into that back room all the time. His ass could have been caught, and you know what? I don't think they would have given a fuck. This guy seriously used to come to work on Xanax, crash into shit with the stock picker, and they wouldn't give a fuck. But damn, if you don't do drugs and you miss your shift or you're late, you're getting written up. But this guy was, like I said, an anomaly. So he's just having a good time in the back. He's like, yo, you want to try some, man? This shit's lit. And that demon inside me, Lucidius, I'll call him, he was like, hey, how about you inhale that? So that's exactly what the fuck I did. I sat my ass down on the tech chair, and he taught me how to do it. He's like, yeah, man, it's not dangerous. You just got to inhale it a little. You just got to keep it away from your mouth a little bit, and make sure you don't pull the trigger all the way so the white shit don't come out. Now, I thought this was nitrous oxide. I come to learn later, this is a completely different fucking chemical. I don't even know how to pronounce. I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. This shit is not safe at all. Like, by no means. It's nitrous oxide in itself isn't really that safe. But this shit was not safe. I thought it was nitrous oxide. I said it to him, and he kind of didn't say nothing to me. So I started inhaling this shit, and I'm not gonna lie, it was so fucking awesome. I started laughing my ass off as I got acid-like visuals while I'm at work. It felt like there was this warping ringing sound in my ears, and it was the funniest thing that had ever happened. I don't even know what the fuck I was laughing about. It was just so funny. And I think this is why I actually thought this was nitrous oxide, is because it made me laugh. It seemed like laughing gas. This is what people describe it as, right? But no. So yeah, my boy Crackhead Bill, he starts inhaling this shit too, and we're just fucking giggling in the back. And oh man, it could not, like, this was so fucking lucky, dude. One of the new employees walked in while we were doing this, and luckily we didn't have it in our mouth or at our mouth when he came in, but we were laughing our fucking asses off. And if this guy knew who we were, had actually worked with us for more than 3 months, he would have known we were up to some shit. But luckily, by the grace of God himself, it was a new employee who didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He just came back to either check out what the commotion was, talk to his coworkers who were giggling. He must have thought we were just having a good conversation. Nope, we're tweaking on inhalants. Yep, Staples employees. But yeah, after that, we kind of walked out of the tech room after almost getting caught, just fucking giggling, man. We walk back into the main section of the store, and I get back to work. I start selling shit as if I didn't just inhale brain damage. And I was doing a pretty good job. I did a pretty good job. Later on, I think I hit it once more, laughed once more, and kind of got bored of it. But the thing is, this shit kind of spawned an addiction. You see, this was so easy. I could just grab it off the wall if I wanted to and inhale it, you know? Like, it was at my fucking workplace. And so I bought one, and I brought it home. And this is what started the stupidest fucking addiction ever. It was really not a long addiction, and I wouldn't even want to call it an addiction, but I low-key binged this can, like, for a whole day, and then I was looking at it, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with this? And I threw it out the window of the car I was in, because I was like, why am I such an idiot? Like, what am I doing? And that's when I was still under the impression it was nitrous oxide. But anyway, fast forward, you know, maybe a week, maybe a few more days. I'm at work alone, and this is right before I kind of ended up quitting my job just to focus on self-improvement and stuff. But I was like, you know what? I think me and my girl had broken up. I was, you know, when this shit happens, guys, for me specifically, in this point in my life, I was kind of done. I wasn't like open to do drugs. I knew drugs were bad. I was kind of bored of them, but this shit was so convenient and easy. It was such an easy way to escape at work that I just impulsively could not control myself. So I took this whole fucking bottle into the bathroom one day, and I locked myself in the work bathroom that customers can use while there's no tech employee out on the floor selling computers, and I proceed to sit in there for probably 40 fucking minutes just inhaling this disgusting brain-eating substance, laughing, giggling. And the thing is, guys, it got bad to the point where I would inhale so much of this, I would have like insane trips in my mind, like fucking vivid dreams. Like I would enter a new world, but then when I would come out of it, I couldn't remember a single thing. And I remember one specific time, my friends were like, well, what does it do? I was like, I'll show you. And I just inhaled it in front of them, and I turned into a complete fucking like belligerent scab, like a Russian scab that hadn't eaten for days and had been just piling methamphetamines in his gullet. I crouched down on the ground all scared and started talking about Breaking Bad. And in my mind, I can actually remember, I was in the plot of Breaking Bad. I was like, I'm pretty sure I was actually Walter. And I was with Jesse. And this sounds bizarre, I know, but I was with Jesse Pinkman, and there was the cartel shooting at us, and they wanted to get us, and all I knew was I had to get out of there with the meth with Jesse, and I was trying to explain that to Jesse, and then all of a sudden I just snapped to, and I was on the ground, and my friends were just staring at me as if I had like killed a fucking squirrel and ate it like a foul animal, you know, like a wild animal. And I realized that this shit was a lot worse than I thought it was, because that was the first time I kind of slipped into like a deep hallucinogenic state, you could say. But it didn't stop me still, because yeah, I ended up inhaling an entire bottle at work, and that was the dumbest shit I fucking did ever. So, oh my lord, so dumb, man. I was in that bathroom for 40 minutes just brain damage. Oh, I could come thinking about it, man. Seriously, shit was so lit. But I remember I exited the washroom, and I was brain dead for the rest of the day, man. Brain dead. It low-key felt like I was floating. Didn't really feel like I was walking. And I don't think I ever touched this substance after that. I felt kind of turned off by it. I just used a whole can in like 40 minutes, which is insane. Like, insane. I don't even know how my fucking lungs are working. There must be some shit in there. And for the rest of that day, I just felt like shit, man. I eventually got off work and went home. But there's more to this story, because eventually Meth Head Bill comes to my crib one day, and I come to find out that it wasn't nitrous oxide. And I know that's like, to some of you it's like, oh, boo-hoo, but when I found out this shit wasn't nitrous oxide, I had a mini heart attack. Now, the reason I didn't have a full heart attack was because I was still alive, so I knew that it hadn't done anything to me yet. But who knows what type of effects this is going to have on me in the future. This is, like, just not something you should do ever. Just don't. Alright? Just simply, it's not an option. Don't think about it. It doesn't exist. It's not even in your fucking reality, okay, you crackhead? Don't think about it. Bad dog. No fucking drugs, alright? So yeah, guys, that's the time I got high on brain damage at work with my boy Meth Head Bill. That was a great fucking time. Don't do what I do. Without further ado, if you guys did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and maybe leave a like, you know. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers. That's a nice little goal. But I won't drag this out much longer. Without further ado, you guys have a good one.